What a time to be alive, folks. Welcome to Steele Nazz, episode 173. Today's Wednesday, October 16th.
I might walk out.
Presented by the law offices of Patrick J. Foley. How are we doing? We got Magic Mike, we got Steele in the building. I had to lead off because there hasn't really been a lot of positivity for the Patriots, but you see the rookie hop in last week, great stuff.
You're taking that as a positive? They got fucking killed.
That was the best 20-point loss I've seen in a long time.
But it would elite 20-point loss.
Poor Zolak. He's gonna get up like that. Like he should fucking move on. Like no offense to him, former guest of the year. Like I was cringing at that.
That's fair.
He still gets up for a game.
I mean, he's getting paid. He's getting paid.
Sold his soul. Time to move to fucking Vegas, though.
Well, we'll hop on the Drake Maye debut a little bit. Patriots in London this week, 9:30 game. NFL Week 7 picks. Brady becomes a minority owner of an NFL team. The Bruins, after 1 week, 2-2, undefeated when I'm in the building. Haven't won a game when they play the Florida Panthers. Celtics start their regular season next week, hanging banner 18. Great stuff. And then we have a little MLB postseason update with the Yankees up.
Can't wait.
2-0. We're recording on Wednesday, so
just can't wait for that update.
The Mets are playing tonight. It's 1-1 and they're back home.
MLB playoffs have been excellent.
Excellent.
They have.
Excellent.
They really have.
Fucking MLB is the way to go.
Like not just like my team. Like they've been incredible.
Awesome.
They have been.
I may just be like looking at score updates, but like I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the theatrics.
Well, you know what? Like when it was like the first, even just like last round, if there was like 3 games going on at once, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to watch like the last 3 innings of this one, 3 innings of that one, 3 innings of that one, and just be electricity.
Like literally never watching the full game. Never.
I've dipped, but it gets.
I'm not surprised.
Gets on repeat. But
I would watch a Mets game full through. I think. Like I'm in on the Mets.
Oh yeah, no. Like my team is we're leading with baseball, but we'll get back to baseball. But Padres are my team now. If you're like a fan of like none of them, like you only have the Mets.
No, you want Mets Yankees, like 100%.
Oh no, 100%.
That's got to be the one.
100%. We're gonna hop into the Drake Maye debut right away. Not gonna lie, like last week the Miami game, I watched Red Zone like first. I didn't watch like pretty much. I probably watched 10 minutes of that game.
That's a good thing.
Just so boring.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Should have better than some. You should have some.
That's
better.
Healthy.
Yeah,
that's healthy, Nazz.
It's
like I know it's in you, like the hardcore.
It's like this is a confession, like talking to the priest.
Like, dude,
I only did 10 minutes.
That game, but like, dude, there was something better on TV.
Yeah, but this past week's game, you kind of knew they were going to lose. I think the Texans are going to be right up there with the Chiefs when it's all said and done of contending for an AFC title. Drake Maye coming in his debut, I thought he did pretty damn well for what he had in front of him, making the people better around him. He went for it though. I mean, the first one obviously was just I think that was his second pass attempt. It was like the next series, and the last one the defensive back made a hell of a play. It wasn't really his fault.
Fair, I didn't watch.
But he was throwing the ball downfield. I mean, it was really promising as a Patriots fan, where obviously I think we're going to lose double-digit games this year, but this is the first guy. I get Mac Jones had, kind of a couple games his rookie year where you were like, okay, he can like play a little bit, but I don't think we've had a guy this hype since, number 12 was under center. Not comparing Drake Maye to Tom Brady, but a guy who can actually throw the ball downfield. He makes guys around him better. I saw that, and he played like in terms of picks to touchdowns, like pretty mediocre. But in terms of throwing the ball down the field, in terms of you haven't seen Demario Douglas really blossom. He was leading him every step of the way. Look, Keyshawn Boutte, touchdown there, has made his way into the lineup. I hate Tyquan Thornton, so he took his spot. Love it. What do you think, Steele?
No, that was like the Texans, like you said, one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
There was no chance of winning that game. That was about as good as a performance as he wanted Drake Maye to put on in his first game. I mean, first NFL start. Look good.
Like to win.
Yeah, but that's
it's not happening.
That's what happens this week when you fucking play. Like, we'll get there. But he played great. I mean, as good of a first career touchdown as you'll ever get.
Oh, that was
an absolute. The play we just heard. It's a great pass.
Good call by Zoe.
It was a great pass.
Well, good call by Sochi, but
another thing, and it's also pretty shitty on the rest of the team, but he also led us in rushing yards.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson didn't do anything.
No, that's bad to everyone else, but we're talking Drake Maye here. That's good for him. And it was only like 40 or 38.
We found out very quickly that Antonio Gibson's a great backup running back. And that's it.
No, and I mean, and some of the turnovers were tough, and I mean, the defense got shredded, which is, I mean, that's a good.
But they got too shredded, man. 41 points. I get that some of the turnovers gave you like the wrong side of the field, but like it was like every drive, third down, they couldn't get off the field on third down. But what I liked about Drake Maye is he didn't care about. I mean, he got crushed a couple times. He actually has a knee. He was on the injury report today with the knee. But he'll be. I think he'll be okay for Sunday. But he kept moving around. He didn't really care about his offensive line. He just kept making plays, kept extending drives. And to my point, I was like, he is a rookie. He is a second year. Not really anyone that he's throwing to, and he's creating more time with his legs. Just capability at the end of the day to get those guys open. Whether it's me or who's the Austin Hooper who fumbled that again. He hasn't been good either.
No, that fumble was tough.
Really bad.
That was ugly. No, and altogether, he looked good. I think there was a lot to take away that was good in that game. More than bad.
Yeah, my
time will tell. I think you're.
Oh no, it's early.
I think you guys are amping this guy up.
Early.
Like Nazz seems like he's maybe like switching back to like the Pats got a shot here.
No, they don't. No,
or like Drake Maye's got a shot. You said he's the next most promising thing next to Tom Brady after one fucking game.
No, that's
insane.
The one I wanted in the draft last year is arguably the MVP of the league right now.
Yeah.
So fucking Drake Maye, I am not fully on the Drake. Like I am. As of now.
I'm more singling him out for that.
I'm not
Tom
talking
Brady
about stats. I'm talking about capability. I clearly he has better arm talent than what Mac Jones. I mean, that statement was because we have
Mac Jones,
Bailey Zappi.
Mac Jones is literal dog shit.
So that statement was more of the quarterbacks that they've put out there now. What we have.
So, I also so he's better than all the dog shit, and Tom Brady's the only one in front of him, so he's most like him.
Well, since Tom Brady, yeah. So
okay, all right.
But like his arm is clearly better. Definitely a better athlete. Just seems like he could really come in accustomed to the game. I'm not saying they're gonna like make a playoff or anything. I think they're gonna.
No, but I just gotta see like an average of this guy. Like
I think experience.
One game is tough to tell.
No,
like he could get he could do terrible next week, and we're sitting there shitting on him.
Yeah,
because that's how it's gonna go.
No, incredibly possible. I mean, there's absolutely one undisputed takeaway is it will be more exciting to watch the Patriots with him than Jacoby Brissett.
Good. And that's good. As long as I just hope for the kid that he doesn't butcher his career here, like trying to do too much.
I mean, we got
whatever.
killed.
I don't know.
But like the top 3 like offensive plays of the season happened.
14-7.
Like
as bad as they were in the first half, 14-7 going into halftime. Like they had a reasonable chance to contend in that game, and then it kind of just went all to hell in the third quarter. Couple turnovers. Defense couldn't stop anybody. I blame just the schemes and obviously the injuries. I mean, you go into the season, then you have Judon, Christian Barmore, Jabril Peppers, and Juwan Bentley. All those guys are out for the season. So, I mean, it's tough to just, put in different people plugging in.
Oh, yeah. And I thought we were going to get fucking 60 piece that first quarter. I thought that was going to go full Saturday college football like Bama fucking Tennessee State. The first quarter, I thought that was going to be an annihilation.
Well, then the guy misses a field goal. You're like, that's I was listening on the radio. I was like driving somewhere, but they were like, missed field goal. Things could happen. I was just like, if you're really after 14-0, if you're like pumped about a missed field goal, like that could have made it 17, like we're reaching for a lot here.
Yeah, I know. And one thing, I thought CJ Stroud would shred us. And he did, but only for like less than 200 yards. Like it was the running offense that crushed us more than he would throw the touchdown.
Oh yeah, Joe Mixon.
I think he had like 102 and
a couple big runs.
Pierce, I think he averaged like 9.5 yards a
carry. He had that one big one. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was tough.
Stephon Diggs owned us once again. Christian Gonzalez, probably his worst game as a Patriot. Tough so far.
Yeah, but Dellin, I mean,
my whole thing.
Stephon Diggs, that's a tough.
Back on the Drake Maye thing, like, why did it take this long for him to play? Like, I don't get why you didn't play him against the Dolphins last week unless you're already looking at draft picks, which I don't know. Game 5, that's ridiculous. But if he outplayed Jacoby Brissett in the regular in the preseason, and it took you 5 games to switch it up. Like, why didn't you just play him to begin with? I don't fucking get that at all. And this team, realistically, if they play Drake Maye from week 1, and obviously there's still more to play out. He had a game where he had 3 touchdown passes. Jacoby Brissett, 2 touchdown passes in 5 games. So like that's just what I'm throwing out there. But this team could be 3-3.
Jacoby Brissett had 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns in 5 games.
We were hyping him up way too much. We were calling him supremely mediocre. That's like terrible.
Well, after that, we ran a little high after week 1. Yeah.
Watch it happen again here. Watch it happen again. This is week 1 for your new guy.
But he showed
morale is low.
He showed capabilities that I didn't like.
Yeah, and he's an actual rookie. There's potential.
Throwing the ball downfield.
There's potential.
There's potential to throw bad interceptions downfield too, though. With that fucking long ball throwing, there's room for mistakes. He'll hurt you with some bad throws.
Oh, he'll make.
Of course, absolutely.
He's gonna make a lot of mistakes this year.
Just kept it.
He's gonna make a lot of mistakes this year, but he's gonna make some flashy good plays.
We'll see if people stick with them and still ride with them and think like this guy's the future of the Patriots. I don't know. This team's gonna go 3-13 if lucky.
I said at the beginning of the year, though, I think it's ridiculous.
No, you're right. That's where we're at.
That's accurate.
You're right. Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous to have like a scorching hot take on him or Jared Mayo this season because like this team just sucks.
I just hope, but like I said, it's this week 1. I hope he can make it to the end of the season. Like if he plays like this every week till the end of the season, he probably is your guy.
I have beef with Gerard Mayo. I think he's totally sucked so far, and that's not about winning and losing. That's just talking about timeouts at a certain
bad culture.
Yeah, even him just in press conferences, he's just released too much. I guess we're used to the Bill Belichick saying
I was
nothing,
about to say, dude, you're just a Bill Belichick.
But it's been way more than that.
Being a normal coach,
he threw Belichick under the bus the other day. They asked him point blank, "Why is the roster so bad?" And he basically was trying to take the high road, but didn't, and kind of threw Belichick under the bus.
He answered like a human being, and that pissed you off because you're a Belichick fan.
No.
I'm a giant Belichick fan. I loved him just saying no.
No, I just don't think Gerard Mayo is ready to coach. Like I think there's a lot wrong with this team, and it's a lot more than just the players.
Oh yeah. No, this is an awful team.
Like the AVP, he's been awful. The Covington guy who's
if this wasn't in New England and this was like if we were say the Cleveland Browns, like and this was just regular life, like you wouldn't even be talking about this.
No.
So I mean, like just because it's here.
Yeah, correct.
Then you 100%. Have a microscope on these guys.
Yeah, like this team just fucking sucks.
It pretty much impossible to follow the act.
Like
that
if
they
you
had
thought we
them.
sucked because of Jacoby Brissett, you're an idiot. This team sucks.
They just suck. They just suck.
I just think you play to win the game, and
that was on you. That was on you for players.
I'm not saying no one's not playing to win. I'm saying
they didn't play to win.
Suck.
They put the worst guy out.
No, they're just
that's
bad.
on Nazz for thinking Gerard Mayo is going to be like an unbelievable coach out of nowhere.
No, I'm not saying unbelievable.
Or even mediocre.
I'm asking for mediocre. You get put as a head coach of the Patriots, like. There's some expectation.
Exactly.
There's some expectation.
The expectations are at bare minimum now. You have to get used to that for a while.
The expectation is you're a first-time coach, only a linebacker coach, and like you're replacing the greatest.
Who should they have gotten as a coach then?
I mean, if you throw it out right now, Mike Vrabel has head coaching experience. I'm not saying
what if he sucked though.
I'm not saying
what if he was doing all the same shit?
He clearly had more experience. He would do things different.
Okay.
To a point, he would have. I don't know how the hiring went with the offensive coordinator. It's been really bad.
I'll tell you one thing.
So bad.
I'll tell you one thing. We would still fucking suck.
Either way.
At the end of the day, like that's all.
Again,
bad football.
The first thing I mentioned was throw the record out the window. I know they suck, but there's just different things. There's tendencies.
I agree.
No,
with you.
The biggest thing of like it not being Bill is the penalties and stuff.
Oh, that too. They just undisciplined.
That's definitely where it is like vastly different. Like they just do stupid fucking like the attention to detail.
Well, if you go back to the Niners game, they weren't going to beat the Niners. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
but that 4th and 3 in I think the first drive, and they waited till 1. They bugged out. He called a timeout, and then he sent the team out to punt. And it's like, all right, well, you're already crossing this game up as an L on the first fucking drive. Like that's just one example of, I think, many examples of why he shouldn't, like, I don't think he should be the coach, but he's going to clearly get more than this year because of the talent on this team, and it's going to be a long year. We'll see.
Hey, we'll see what happens.
Maybe Drake Maye will save his ass. Down the line.
I doubt that.
This
team's going to burn.
They're going into London, 9:30 a.m.
Who are they playing?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Done. Lost.
Will Mac Jones be coming in at all?
Is Mac Jones playing?
He's a backup. He came in last week for one series at the end of the game.
There's hope.
Were they losing?
Yeah, they're getting killed by the Bears.
Okay.
He had 2 completions, and then he got fucking airmailed for a sack. So, yeah, tough on his part. I think he already has a pick 6 on the year, too. He came in early, too.
I can't wait for this breakdown, actually, because it sounds like this game, they should win.
Yeah, I think Trevor. I think the Jaguars have more talent clearly than the Patriots.
Yeah,
and they're playing below their expectation. Patriots are basically at their expectation, like they're not a good team.
They're below.
Jaguars,
they're even below it.
Yeah, Jaguars.
Even I talked as much shit as I did. Like they're below it.
Should have beat Miami. Should have I get it on that, but. Jacksonville shouldn't be a 1-5 team. Not saying that they're like a cream of a crop or anything, but Trevor Lawrence is a former #1 pick.
I think this is a milk game.
A guy in,
this kind of got
milk
game vibes. They're both 1-5.
I think it's a 4.5 point spread. 9:30 in the morning.
Get the turkeys ready.
Jacksonville,
Get the turkeys ready.
Wasn't the last turkey game like a terrible game too?
Yeah, the Colts.
I think it was 9-6 or something like that. It was a god fucking awful game. It was a game that just like this week,
like that,
just deserved to be at 9:30 a.m. in London.
Also,
like
for bettors, Jacksonville played there last week against the Bears, so they've already been in this climate for a week. I think that's a huge advantage.
Factor.
Huge advantage.
Massive.
It really is. Like actually is.
That is.
They're favored by 4.5. I think they beat the Pats by a touchdown.
Do you think Drake Maye has ever been to London?
It doesn't scream it when you look at it.
Yeah, it does. Maybe, I don't know. Have you ever seen his high school basketball highlights? He's a walking 3-point bucket.
No.
You got to see it.
I haven't even watched him take a snap yet.
Confidence might be back. Confidence might be back.
9:30 in the morning.
I might tune into this.
Couple non-alcoholic Coronas.
Fucking right.
Let's go.
And some turkey on the fryer. It sounds like a good. Sounds like good morning.
As is tradition.
The game last year had to be mid-November because we weren't just tossing out turkeys fucking mid-October, right?
Why not?
No, I mean, why not us? But like that, I'm just thinking back to last year. That had to be close to Thanksgiving, right?
I'd say closer, but we're like pretty close. We're probably within a month.
I'm all in for a turkey. Fuck it. If it was game was in July, bring out the turkey. Bring out the dancing lobsters.
No correct weather for a turkey fry. I don't think.
No.
It's all vibes, and in a 9 a.m. game, it's the vibes.
Is that Irish pub cook still there, or is he at a different bar? I was saying, if he was at a different bar in Quincy, I'd go to that bar and be like, "Hey, we're doing it again."
Yeah, right. Buckle up.
I feel like we got to do it at the pub.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
We'll see.
I'll check.
Long ways away from Sunday.
Yeah, well, we gotta defrost it. I'll look tomorrow.
Yeah. If Steele decides he doesn't want to do it, like none of us are going to chase him down.
Yeah, let's see tomorrow.
Like even last year was like all Steele until Showtime got involved.
I say Showtime. He bought the thermometer.
He was like, "I want this. I want major credit for this turkey."
Which he deserves.
Where are you, Showtime?
Did we have sides?
Where is he?
I love Showtime. We can't. I'm not going to dog on him.
I'm not dogging him. I'm asking a genuine. Where is he?
I saw him in New York a couple weeks ago. He's moving around.
I think he just did the Chicago Marathon last week. I'm pretty sure
he did not run the Chicago Marathon.
He did. I saw a picture of him tromping at a
medal.
Really? Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Good for him. That's awesome.
Shout out Showtime.
I didn't know that.
Shout out Showtime.
Yeah, shout out Showtime.
Not dogging. Just wondering. Where are you?
Should we call him mid-show? Should we try to call him? Should we try to call him?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
I'll be shocked if he picks up.
Let's see.
But yeah,
call Showtime.
It's as good a reason to call as any.
Let's go.
He might pick up. I don't know, though. No promises. Sorry, people. If he doesn't answer, apologize for the wasted 30 seconds. We're about to get in our NFL weeks. I believe it's week 7 picks. Couple Sunday night football, a couple Monday night football games. We got a Sunday night football game, and then I got my lock of the week ready to roll.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Should we give him a nice?
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Yeah, just give him a congrats.
Yeah.
Record your message. When you have finished.
Yeah, just give him a quick congrats. Hey, Showtime. This is Nazz from Steele Nazz. I heard you ran the Chicago Marathon. I hope all is well, kid. We just want to call you, give you a great, big congratulations. Anyone else want to?
Congrats, Showtime. We're thinking of you.
Congrats,
We're
sir.
We miss you at the show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hell yeah.
He must be 0 dark 30, like just in the zone or something.
Yeah, I don't
know.
He's the type of kid who's been in the zone his whole life. So
can't turn it off. It's a lifestyle.
Oh, he's an on and off. He turns it on.
As he says, absolutely dialed.
Absolutely dialed.
He's absolutely dialed.
And so NFL Week 7 picks, I'm going to go into it right away. My lock of the week, the Colts. I said they're a no-bet team anymore. This went right out the window when Joe Cool took over as quarterback. Has played pretty good football. They beat the Titans last week. They're on the road in Miami. My boy Joe Flacco loves a nice sunny day in Miami. Tyler Huntley under center. I can't believe they even beat the Patriots with him, even though Patriots are that bad.
Dark times.
Yeah, I got the Colts on the road, favored by 3 points, taking care of business.
Yeah, not bad.
A risky lock, though.
Yeah, no, I lost on them before, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's 49ers at -1.5. How you not betting on Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs? Plus.
You got plus money. You got an undefeated team.
Plus on the Chiefs. Come on now.
Niners going to be hungry at home from the Super Bowl.
I like that.
That's fine. Many teams have come at the Chiefs hungry before.
Yeah, I'm just giving you the half glass empty take,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That take sucks.
It might
Chiefs.
not. They might win.
They
could win.
You can go next, but I also
Who the
have one
Bucks
more.
playing?
Oh, that's the Monday Night Football game. We'll get into that.
Okay, fuck
I'll
off.
throw out a couple to you. I know,
Well, actually, give me the Jaguars. Obviously, as a lock.
Jaguars minus.
lock.
It's up to 5.5. I
Yeah,
said 4.5, so I'll give you 4.5.
That's a lot.
4.5.
You can
lock.
give me 8.
8
Oh.
by the point. I mean, empty the points. That's a nice.
They're beating them by at least a touchdown.
By a touchdown.
100%.
I think Maye will have 2 more turnovers, but
Wait, who did you guys pick for the Pats versus Jaguars? Or we not done that yet?
Jaguars.
I had the Jags by 7,
Jaguars.
straight up.
Okay, good.
I did, it will be back to that game a little bit. Again, another exciting experience seeing the rookie coming
You
out.
hope, yeah, it could be exciting. Like he sucks.
Looks like
Yeah, maybe we'll get a combined 20 points this time in London.
Yeah, looks like Mondre Stevenson, I know, right, from last year, isn't going to play. So you got Gibson running back again. Didn't play well last week. See how that turns out. Defense probably going to get torched.
Things lining up.
Would love to see Lawrence just get knocked out first play.
Yeah.
Then it's just Mac Jones versus Drake May. I'm here for that.
I'll be honest. If they lose to Mac, that'll be hysterical. That might be.
Because he's such a
halftime.
weenie. Such a
The
weenie.
season is literally over. That would end the season if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's-
I don't know. Like
you don't come back from that.
No. Do you like Minshew? He's on the road versus the Rams.
How the Raiders have been sucking though, right?
Yeah, they just traded away Devontae too.
Better record than the Rams, though.
I'll take them. I mean, all
think
things
it's
coming.
5.5.
All things coming up Vegas.
Yeah, Tom.
Hey, we're going to talk about
Tom Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady, Vegas, minority owner.
Thoughts on that? Were you a little shocked that he ended up there?
No, because I think whoever approved it. This has been a long time coming. I mean, it's Tom Brady. You're probably gonna approve it. Also, who was
Was this like in the air, like that he might end up in Vegas?
big time?
Oh,
It's been in the air for a long. He got restrictions from his announcing that he couldn't go to different venues or different stadiums to do the pre-production meetings because he didn't want to get this information and give it back to the Raiders, even though I don't even know if he would do that. But also Richard Seymour, former
is a cheater now.
Yeah, former Patriot. That is true. Former Patriot is also a minority owner. They come up. So Tom Brady put down the money for his ex-teammate Richard Seymour, and now they're both minority owners.
Love that.
Love to hear it.
So Tom Brady becomes minority owner. You don't think they can cover 6.5 versus the Rams? I think it's a layup. I think it's a layup.
Is he owner this week?
He probably
you just
stepping
go right
in.
into it. Why'd he do it mid-season? None of it makes sense, honestly. To me.
If it's business, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably sure it's more of
when you sign the papers. I think you're just there.
going to the off season. I think that's when it'll pick back up in terms of his stake
they
in it.
got to cover. They're going to get a spanking.
Sunday Night Football have a bit of a tilt. Rodgers, tough loss to the Bills the other night. I thought they played okay. 2.5-point favorites over the Steelers, who have kind of had tough ways the past couple games. I think they beat Vegas pretty handily the other day, but before they lose to the Colts or something. Either way, Jets just got Devontae Adams. Clearly, Garrett Wilson as their number one wasn't working out. They bring him in. They're still 2-4.
That's wild to me.
Jets are a team where I still don't believe the hype. I'll never believe the hype until that franchise actually wins something. 2.5 point favorites against the Steelers in Pittsburgh. Who do you like there?
Jets.
I think I like Steelers.
Steelers.
I think I like Steelers at home. Going against the Steelers at home
is
just a recipe for disaster since like the existence of that franchise. And one thing that is scary in the Jets is getting Devontae Adams, is that's not just a big name. That's one of Rodgers' former boys. Like, they have the chemistry. They don't have to build it. It's there.
Oh, no, he's playing Sunday night.
Exactly, yeah. Which, miracle how he can just play now. What an asshole that guy is.
Yeah, he was saying hamstring, but I think he was just like saving himself.
Then fucking now he's on the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. And see you Sunday. Like, that guy's a loser. But I do still like the Steelers. Now, this changes because Tomlin had said consideration of Russell Wilson playing. And I think Russell Wilson's like toast. So if Russell Wilson plays, it's the Jets. Yeah, like
if you take the Steelers in this game and Russell Wilson plays instead, I completely allow for the pick change. I completely allow that. I think the Jets are due for a big win. I think their offensive firepower should be more than what the Steelers can put up, but also the Steelers have a really good defense. Jets defense has been really bad in terms of rushers on the other team. Like Najee Harris could have a good game. If Justin Fields plays, he could kind of torch all over him. I mean, you saw the other night, Bills had a bunch of backups in and they were still running all over him.
No, the Jets are not good. Yeah, they're getting hyped because of like Rodgers. Yeah. Now they got Devontae. That's not a good football team.
No, I don't think so. But I think they're capable of putting up some points.
Maybe they pull it together.
I also think Salah, defensive coordinator. You need one. You should be firing at that guy already.
Oh yeah, which one?
Salah, the Jets coach.
Hey, they fired him.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If you need a defensive coordinator and you're another team,
you
should be going for that guy.
No, he was great on. San Francisco.
Yeah, that's a huge opening for a team to get a defensive coordinator.
Do we need one? The Pats?
The guy Covington's been on with the team for a long time. He just became the defensive coordinator. I don't think they're going to fire him yet just because they lost so many people. Like, that's what I mean. I feel like everyone on the Patriots' job's safe just because they suck so bad.
It is. It should be. It should be. This is like, you shouldn't be like fired.
Do my Bucks need a guy?
They let up 30-something points as Spencer Rattler last week, but they put up a 50 spot. Big win for the good segue, by the way. Monday Night Football.
They're always on my mind.
Biggest matchup outside of the Super Bowl from last year that's happening with the Chiefs and Niners. Ravens on the road at Tampa. Ravens have won 4 in a row after starting 0-2. They're 3.5 point favorites. Derrick Henry's been the best running back in the league. And Tampa has shown promise their offense. They put up 50 points last week. They've really, been, steady. Tampa's, trying to get that community going after a couple tough hurricanes at home.
Is this the first game since hurricane?
I don't know.
No, probably at home.
No, they played at home. They played in New Orleans. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, they're winning.
Yeah.
That just changed everything.
I love Tampa, but I'm going to have to take the hot team here. I got to go with the Ravens. What I've seen, if they get up early, they just tend to ground and pound with Derrick Henry, and it becomes a sad song for whoever's playing. This is also a big, Baker Mayfield steps up in big-time games, and I would love I'm personally a huge fan of Baker Mayfield. I think most people are.
I would love to see him. I'd probably pick him.
I'm sticking with the brain, not the heart.
All right.
Which the brain might be stupid. You never know. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. They've figured it out. That was the hard part. They had to figure it out. They have figured it out, and now Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry is the unstoppable duo that was thought about preseason. Yeah,
Zay Flowers, I think, had $130 last week.
Yes, and
he's cooking.
The offense is cooking there.
Yeah, I like this game. I'm gonna watch this one. I got the Bucks.
That is a good game, though. That should be
some
a good
popcorn.
Game.
Yeah, I might get some popcorn.
I mean, the Bucks are not just fluky good. I feel like they were kind of fluky good. Baker was pulling some shit, and it was Baker Mayfield might be back. The Bucks have been good this year.
Yeah, no,
a very good.
The Saints are trending down. The Falcons are they're starting to get a little bit better. I'm just talking about that division in general. Carolina's been pretty bad, and Tampa's been the top there.
It's the Bucks to win. It's the Bucks division to win.
I would say so, definitely.
And then also Monday Night Football is featuring 2 games. Next one is the Chargers, who were 3-2. I think they'd be in the playoffs to finish today. I mean, still a lot of time to go, but 2.5-point favorites on the road against Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals had a tough defense. So does the Chargers, though. I think Chargers have a little better coaching. 2.5 on the road. That's a tough game to pick because Arizona's been sneaky good when you don't expect them to. I'm going to stick with hardball here. I'm going to stick with the Chargers. J.K. Dobbins been great running the ball.
Finally. He finally gets a shot.
Playing good defense. They're not asking Justin Herbert much, which, I mean, who was the guy? Staley, who was awful, was getting him to throw 50 times a game. That's just not sustainable for him because he tends to that's like Drake May's a good in terms of, highlight plays and turnovers like that. That's what Justin Herbert does. It's either highlight play or it's a classic pick.
Yeah, it's like almost Josh Allen, early Josh Allen.
Yeah. If you can get a running back to kind of even the playing field there, it definitely helps. I got the Chargers 2.5.
I like the Chargers because I just it's hard to just trust Arizona. Like Arizona could score 7 points in this game. They could score 47. That's just the way they've been playing. That's how their season's going.
I think they're only capable of beating teams in their division too, which is really weird because their division's pretty good.
Yeah.
But they beat the Niners. They beat Seattle. I think they beat the Rams too. Yeah, I think that's their 3 wins. So
I got the Chargers too.
Chargers. Hell yeah.
I wouldn't pick it.
No, that's a tough one.
I wouldn't put money on that.
And I'm not watching that. I'll be watching Ravens Tampa all day.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All day.
Absolutely.
Although I do like when they put the Monday Night Football game on. I do like start watching the first game. Halftime goes. You watch the second game.
On to the next one.
Then you would bring back the Ravens Tampa game till finish, and then you watch the finish of the other game. That's how you do it.
That's how you goon.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, especially if you're taking first half overs. You're just like bang, 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 and then you're live hitting at the end. Same game parlay. Ooh. Yeah, that's football. College football.
Electric. Last week of college football was absolutely insane.
I'm trying to recall I know we have big.
It was back-to-back games. Watching them, Alabama, South Carolina. Penn State, USC was crazy.
Bama hung on.
Tennessee, Florida was crazy, and then Oregon and Ohio State was nuts. LSU, Ole Miss, every game I watched went down to the fucking wire, and it was absolutely incredible.
I was calling Dylan Gabriel a bitch all day, and he fucking survived.
He did.
He survived.
That was quite the game. There's been a string of just really dumb fucking plays this year.
Bama
by quarterbacks.
Survived.
Tennessee was one of them. When their quarterback just ran it out of bounds, like Ohio State's quarterback just bugged and did ran it to the middle of the field, slid, and the game ended.
Easiest cover of the century. Missouri at UMass. Missouri favored by 27.5. 27.5 points. That's too little for that. 45-3 final. UMass isn't gonna contend with that. That's just not happening.
No.
SEC coming in. But it should be maybe
LSU, baby.
Game of the year?
Yes.
Potentially? This Saturday night?
Yes.
Georgia, Texas?
Yes.
Texas favored by 5 at home. Quinn Ewers, I think he played last game, but kind of getting his feet back in after getting hurt. Georgia needs a win after losing to Bama a couple weeks ago. The DKR Texas Memorial is going to be off the chain.
Oh, yeah.
Went there a couple years ago. Could barely even fit in the house. Tickets are as low as $173. It's pretty expensive for a damn college football game.
Pretty damn
expensive. That's the national championship you're paying for there.
Yeah. I personally think
it's not BC fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah,
I personally think Carson Beck is a fraud. I think Texas is for real this year. They showed it. I know Michigan's, not the team that they were last year, but they showed me a lot in that game. I know Georgia's a different beast, but I got Texas covering here. I think they're going to win by at least a touchdown.
I think it's a field goal win for Texas.
Field goal win for Texas? Okay, so they're not covering the 5?
I don't think they cover the 5.
I feel that.
SEC's coming to Texas.
And also, if we didn't drop this guy, I would I don't know what I'd do, but the guy from Boise State, the Ashton Jeanty.
Yep, GT.
He had 217 yards last week. I need to look at this guy's stats is absolutely ridiculous. So the first week, so this is his yards from week to week. 192, 127, 259, 186, 217. Like that's insane.
Yeah, he had 1,000. He had 1,000 yards before 100 rushes.
He's got 12.
That's nuts.
He's got 1248 right now. He had 1347 last year, and he's only 6 games in. He's got half the season left.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting at least
absolutely
2,000. Like easy.
And also beat Louisville. Shout out to you. Big game on Saturday.
Big. Oh, they're playing Louisville this Saturday.
Yes. At noon.
Now
noon
are
game.
they undefeated still?
6th in the country.
Oh wow.
Let's go.
But I've watched the last 2 games and they
Texas
have been
won?
ugly.
Is Texas number 1?
Texas number 1. Yeah, they're undefeated.
Yeah. Do you know what they were? They were ugly wins.
They were very ugly. Like who were the teams? It was
Virginia
VTech,
Well
Virginia
said,
Tech?
Steele. Well said.
Virginia Tech and Cal.
Cal. Those were like some ugly. Those were some I went to bed with them down 17 in the fourth quarter.
You're
And I
down
woke up and they won both.
Yeah,
of them.
you're down 35-10 and you win.
I would call those
That's impressive.
electric wins.
Yeah.
Electric wins,
I don't
not
care.
ugly.
I don't
That's
care.
all the way you look at it.
I don't
That's
care.
electric.
That's
Naz.
fair.
You went to bed, they were down 17, they won.
I don't care what team you're
If
playing.
you were a Miami guy, you'd be like, what the fuck?
35-10 going into the fourth quarter, you should lose a billion times. Doesn't matter who you're playing. They did not.
Electric. The U. It's
Nothing
their
but
year.
credit.
Are they going to play anyone this year?
Well, they were supposed to have a big game next week, but Florida State decided to be a JV school, so
Oh, they cancel? No.
they will probably wish.
Yeah. So Louisville's probably the best team on their schedule. Oh wow.
They literally beat Florida. They
If you
spanked
don't
Florida.
clean the house here,
Duke, click on Duke. Duke's like 5-1.
are they 5-1?
Yeah, Duke's there.
Ninth in the ACC. How does 5-1 make you not? That must be 0-1.
Well, now, yeah, that's
No, I get,
conferences,
yeah. But that's just like kind of a shtick there.
Georgia Tech was where it all went downhill for Florida State.
What's their record now? 1-5. 1-5.
Oh yeah, no,
Wow.
it's like the worst year in like the school's like history.
Jesus Christ.
You put a curse on them still.
Boston College did.
Needs to get through next week.
How's BC looking?
BC's still good. I think they're 4-2.
Did they lose another game? I swear they only have 1 loss. Oh no, you're right. Who else they lose to?
Off the top of my head.
Oh, they
I
just
can't
lost to Virginia. That's a close game. Let's see.
So they've lost 2 close games? Mizzou and
No,
Virginia?
the ACC's actually been very good this
Yeah.
year. The teams have like looked good.
Well, that's what you're going to see now. They're all combining. So, like, there's going to be...
Like I know you just
Yeah.
looked at the U schedule like it was a joke. Like some of those teams are like having good years.
Okay. Wake Forest, 2
Go
and 4.
picnic, Naz.
Who else? You played Cal. They're 3-3.
Yeah,
Florida State.
Cal's losses are to like us, BC, and somebody good.
Cuse is looking good. 5-1. And then Clemson's actually looked really good. They lost their first game, right? And then have kind of bounced back since.
Are you
Yeah.
expecting undefeated still?
I would love to see it.
Well, that's probably the game that's going to
It all
separate.
relies on my quarterback. But yes.
If you win out, that's probably what's going to separate the men from the boys there, right? It's probably going to be Clemson and Miami in the ACC championship if you get there.
Most likely.
Most likely, yeah.
But as you just saw, a lot of teams are there. So
Yeah,
like a slip up could open the door for anybody.
Yeah,
If the U or Clemson were to lose, like
that's fair. Hop into some hockey. Why not? Bruins 2-2. Concessions last week. I went for the Canadians home opener.
Chicken fingers, I'm guessing.
Let's see, chicken finger. We did chicken fingers Saturday. Saturday was planned for like a month out. I was asked about the home opener the day before. I'm like, well, Canadians, Bruins kind of have to like pull it.
yeah.
But team looks a lot different in a good way than in recent years. They've been the team that kind of gets beat up the past couple of years, and now they don't have a defenseman under like 6'5".
Yes.
So like they're gonna be beat. Like that guy Zadorov, besides Zdeno Chara, is the biggest person I've ever seen on skates.
Large man.
Large man. My question, and Swayman, we didn't talk about that. Swayman signed his deal. Everything's fine. He's played every game since game 1 because he just wasn't ready for that. Played good that the Saturday matinee game against the Kings. He was kind of rusty the first game against the Canadians. What I take away from this is if I'm looking for a reach of what they're going to struggle with this year is secondary scoring, and that's been a lot throughout the years. But I think more emphasizing this year, who is going to be the guy if Charlie Coyle doesn't show up or Morgan Geekie. I know that Marchand and Pasternak are going to be your guys, to get on the score sheet. But who else is going to do it? Pavel Zacha scored in the first game. Haven't seen him since. Mark Kastelik scored 2 goals against the Canadians. He was great.
Their fourth line's been fucking electric.
But that's what, that's I love that. But if that's what you're going to rely on for 82 games, we'll see what else happens. It's only 4 games in. Both their losses are to the reigning Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah,
so
they're on pace to go 80-2. As long as they don't play Florida.
I was going to say maybe they play once.
79-3.
Yeah, so
79-3.
We're there. They got Colorado tonight. Colorado's started out 0-3 to begin the season. Again, according on a Wednesday night. They're on the road starting at 9:30, so it's starting tonight. Like what I see though, I like a tough team. I'd rather see that than people get pushed around. They weren't letting anyone push them around the other night. Marchand dropping his gloves.
Oh yeah.
They should have won that game. Florida kind of got away with a couple. The refs have been the first couple games have been really bad too in terms of not seeing penalties and just calling bullshit.
No, especially the second Florida game, that was fucking awful.
Yeah.
The refs were absolutely a disgrace in that game.
They cost them the game. The penalty, the power play goal, and then
I mean it was disgusting. It was actually angering. The other games shitty fucking calls happen pretty much every game, but that one in particular was terrible.
Yep.
But I think they look solid. I mean, they're definitely young and they definitely need to gel better, tighten some stuff up. But 4 games in, they've been playing well.
Yeah, Elias Lindholm seems like he's gonna be. That's they're gonna be their third guy in terms of star status.
He's looked good.
Yep. Don't get him mixed up with Hampus. We got 2 Lindholms now. A lot of Swedes on the team. You lose Tuukka Rask, Sweden. Right?
Finnish.
Damn. They're right next to each other. I'm like,
different countries though.
Yeah, we'll see.
They probably from a sporting perspective, they probably hate each other.
That's fair.
I feel it's the way it's our beef with Canada. I would Finland and Sweden probably hate each other.
Oh yeah.
Not from a hockey standpoint.
Had Pasternak for the Kings game anytime goal, scored the overtime goal.
What a
Big
goal.
dub.
What a goal.
I mean, for the team, for myself, for everyone around.
What did you get for concessions?
Concessions.
You brought them up, you didn't even talk about them.
Hungover as hell Saturday morning, so we kind of just strolled in there. Chicken tenders were phenomenal. The girl, Peggy, knows my name on a first name basis now. It's great stuff.
That's nice.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
hot.
No, she's in her 60s, but she's a nice lady. Still could be hot, but she's not.
I kind of like the name Peggy. Something about it.
Yeah. What else did I do? Not in the first night. What did we get? A couple. They have Sun Cruisers. They're selling Sun Cruisers at the TD Garden. It's good stuff.
Okay.
If you're not trying to dive in the Bud Lights right away.
They got Happy Dads?
No, it's not. I don't think that's their game.
They better have DGen Distillery when we get in.
When's that happening? Give you the floor.
Buckle up.
Just wait.
Yeah, stay tuned.
I ordered those bottles about 2 months ago, but they should be here soon.
Yes.
And they'll be in studio when they are.
Huge game Saturday for the Bees.
Who they got?
First ever meetup with the Utah Hockey Club.
Oh, wow.
Utah.
We're in trouble.
Utah Hockey Club.
Is that the name of the team?
Yeah.
They're literally called the Utah Hockey Club.
That's a real NHL franchise.
3-1.
Expansion team?
Yeah, 3-1. They were the Coyotes.
And now they're Utah because no one went to the Coyotes games.
No, I mean, there is no dispute. Utah deserves a hockey team more than fucking Arizona does.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
It's reality. Sorry, Arizona.
Is it a matinee?
No, I think it's 9:30. I think we're late.
Yeah, of course it is. I love me some matinees, by the way. The 1 o'clock,
dude. You seem like a matinee guy.
Dude, you go in,
I love a matinee movie.
Oh, nice.
I like a matinee Sunday. Saturday, it kind of gets a little off the rails. Not that the Sunday doesn't, but I don't know. There's something about picking yourself back up on the Sunday, and it's we're going to the Garden.
Start with some at-home mimosas. Worked our way in there. Went into the North End. Got some desserts. Got some cigars.
Where'd you hit up?
Got some espressos. And then the Thatcher Street there. I want to go to Pizzeria Regina because that's haven't been there in a while. Line was around the building. It was at least it had to be a 4-hour wait.
Jesus.
So like, let's just bounce around.
It's not that good.
Went on the app, ordered a pizza to go. Shit was ready in 20 minutes. Got the pizza, hopped in the Uber around 8 o'clock, got home, ate it. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, that's just a veteran move.
No, that's extremely veteran. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Got my cigar in, got at least 3 to 4 espressos, just moving around the Hanover Street
Wicked
there.
Craft.
We went in there Thursday night.
You don't get to say anything.
Yeah, I'll just keep it at that.
Leave it at that.
I saw the guy who won.
Yeah.
I don't know, more of a club scene. I don't know.
If my vote counts for anything this year, they won't be winning. I'll say it. I don't give it. I'm not looking for. I'm not looking at any boots.
Are they having one? Like
I ran into Mr. Martini's a couple weeks ago in a parking lot, and we were talking.
Not about the.
He wants it.
He wants it.
He wants to build. He wants to do it. He's busy. Shout out if you guys ever need a car detailed. Maybe we should see if they'll sponsor.
Yeah,
they do have Mr. Detailing.
I like the boat, but like they should just get like the Knights of Columbus and just get nuts.
It won't be a boat.
No, keep it boat.
No, it won't
Don't listen to that.
It won't be a boat this year, and it will be. He said next month, maybe.
Oh wow.
Where was
Stay
it?
tuned.
Where was it the first year?
Liberty Hotel, the one that's like a former jail.
Oh, okay.
It was nice. Royale was.
This ex-prison. That was fucking.
No, it's a nice hotel.
I'm kidding. I know. I'm kidding.
But the boat's pretty much impossible to top. But back in the day, he did mention Royale nightclub, so that would be fucking cool. That would go nuts.
I went to a wedding on that boat. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
as expected.
No, you do anything like on a boat like that. Like
we'll never
you're
talk.
setting the
Sir Winston.
We won't talk the Sir Winston.
Oh, that's the high. That was what a night.
Me and Showtime had a great time at the first one, but me and you, that was out of control.
Ended up at the pub and got it done.
I was obliterated.
Just from the beginning to end of that video was just insane. I'm glad I got all those little video.
If they don't do it this year, it wouldn't be the worst thing for me.
Yeah. Good skip.
I mean, it will be tough to be in there, but I'll do it. I have to do it for the content.
I went back and watched it like a month or two ago, and there was just a quick drop where you're just like, I'm mixing in a margarita. Fuck it. I was like, nice. We're hopping into the hottest team in Boston, coming off an NBA championship, going for more. Banner 18. They raise the roof next, I think, Wednesday. I think it's a week from today. Either way, they play the Knicks.
Tuesday
against the Knicks. I watched a little bit last night. I know preseason's preseason, but the boys look like they're ready for more.
I didn't even know preseason was going on. I haven't seen
it was
about
it was like an intense game. They played Toronto and it was like close. They took out the starters with like 9 to go. I think Toronto ended up like winning by 1, but good to see, the guys who don't normally play, make the most of their opportunity. Peyton Pritchard's been a walking bucket in the preseason. Walking bucket.
Are we pretty much the exact same team?
Yeah.
Essentially.
And I actually I watched Xavier Tillman, who was, a trade deadline guy last year. Having him for a full season, I think he's going to be clearly a rotation player for this team.
Yes.
And, they're going to have a tough time with – their only part is having a tough time with their size with, limited Porzingis, Al Horford's, but at the end of the day – you got to concentrate like it's a back in the day Patriot season where all that matters is they're just ready for the postseason again.
That's a nice feeling.
Lonnie Walker, he looked good in. I don't think he played last night, but the game before that, he had 20 points. He looked good.
So the crazy shit about that is he should be a rotational player, but if they take him on the contract, they lose like $10 million. So he's most likely going to get cut.
Yeah,
and that's tough. I read that last night. I'm like that because he would easily be 8 or 9. Like he would be in the top 10.
Also, Miami Hurricane.
Yeah, Miami Hurricane. He was really good.
All about the U, baby.
But JT, JB, they're looking for vengeance. The entire
vengeance.
Oh yeah, big time.
On who?
The entire league.
Revenge. Yeah.
Revenge.
Okay.
DNP Team USA.
Oh yeah.
Not even selected to the team. Jaylen Brown.
You're right.
I mean,
forgot about that.
For those guys, especially Tatum, just the DNP. I don't even understand it. Again, this is a lot of fans talking. I'm sure they're just like taking it in stride, going on with it.
No, they hate the league, but it's for a much crazier Joe Mazzulla-ass reason than what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying like the fan like on Twitter, like Mazzulla's probably fucking concocting some crazy fucking thing.
Of course, like when you win, like everything's good. But how about the turnaround of like, I think the beginning when Joe Mazzulla was the coach, people questioned and how they're like, this guy's a fucking psycho in the best way possible.
It's all
Yeah,
you win a
100%.
ship.
I love that guy.
You win a ship, we get behind you.
That guy's absolutely insane, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But it was the opposite of him for like the Jared Mayo thing, because people were giving him a lot of shit early on, but that was because he had a team that was sick.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a lot of people were on him because it's like, dude, this team should be playing in the finals. Like, what's happening here? Like, it's the polar opposite of Mayo. And look at what he did. Not that the Patriots are doing that anytime soon. But.
What teams have gotten better at all?
So what the
big
entire
moves around the league?
Yeah, what the entire NBA, whoever talks about the NBA, is everyone already gave the Knicks the NBA championship this year because they traded for Karl Anthony Towns. They got rid of Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Karl Anthony Towns, great center, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't won shit in this league.
Yeah,
I personally think Minnesota won the trade. I think
the two biggest moves of the offseason were two loser franchises getting another loser player.
Yeah. What was the other one I'm trying to...
Paul George to the 76ers.
Oh, yeah, to the Sixers,
That's fucking... If those are the two moves, that are supposed to, frighten me.
Is that supposed to scare us?
I guess.
Cat is a little scary just because... Depending on Porzingis.
I agree with that.
He is a good guy. Paul George on the Sixers just suck.
Yeah. As long as Porzingis is there, the Karl Anthony Towns thing doesn't bother me at all. No. That becomes a different issue, just strictly due to size, obviously, if he's down. But George could not care. That it was Celtics in 5. They went for that. It's Celtics in 5. Jeez, fucking nothing.
The only one that I keep put in the back of my mind is when Giannis gets in the playoffs there, when the Bucks are really moving, that's a team that could definitely give you trouble. Never mind, whoever comes out of the West is going to be a great team. I think the West has a lot of deep talent. The Knicks, again, I compared to the Jets. I'm not expecting anything until I actually see the product.
Yeah.
They get too excited over any of those New York teams, minus the Yankees and the ones that are good. They jizz their pants way too early.
By a preseason Knicks fandom, this is about to be their 9th championship in 13 years.
There's no shot they're winning the shit.
Watch them win on opening night, and it's going to be all across the NBA where they're better.
Although I will give them some credit in that they are a better team than half of those teams I'm mentioning. The Knicks are good.
Yeah.
A lot of those teams, it was shut up, Knicks. Carmelo Anthony, that era, go away, Knicks. Shut up.
Out of the West, I completely think that Denver will be back. I'm still not picking up what Phoenix is trying to put down. I still don't know. They have the triple threat hasn't really done anything. People get hurt. I get Kevin Durant's this all-time player. Don't get me wrong, but still haven't seen anything out of that. The Mavs got Klay Thompson, who is, again, we compare sports to sports here on Steele and Nazz. He's the Russell Wilson of the NBA. I think he's done. I think he's all gone.
He is a first ballot Hall of Famer and probably the second greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
And eventually he will click better with his shot, but I'm not expecting much. He doesn't frighten me going to that team.
No.
Although, shout out Mavericks, it would be sick if you could come out of the West again.
Yeah. So we can fucking put it on the hurt on you.
So we can win in 5 again. That would be great. Please take down fucking the Nuggets or whoever
next in line.
And if one of those Knicks or fucking 76ers, if you guys want to take out Giannis, that'd be great too.
Or they'll take out each other. Yeah, they're not even going to sniff us. And they're just not as good. They're not.
It was extremely relieving to not play Giannis last year as much as I like to want to play the best. Playing Giannis sucks.
Yeah.
Playing Giannis
now that they got the ship, I'm down with the toughest road possible.
No, exactly.
Now nothing really matters.
And not that I want to avoid the toughest road, but we've played Giannis so many times in the playoffs and not doing it
It's nice.
was so just like sitting back and like they were still close games. I mean, we swept the Pacers, but every one of those games was extremely close.
Very.
Like it was a very intense series. But like Giannis is just a different fucking animal. Like what? Like everything he's doing is just like this fucking guy, man.
I mean,
he's a game changer.
He's an absolute game changer. It's unbelievable.
Celtics, you got the core four locked up for at least 3 more years.
Oh yeah, and we beat Giannis before. Like I'm not saying like it's some fucking unbeatable thing.
No,
like I still think we'll beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think we will beat the Bucks.
There's a very good chance they repeat.
And I think we would beat them last year.
And like have an unbelievable season again, like minimal losses, like the whole shebang. But they should definitely do that Patriots thing where they rest the guys.
Yeah, rest the guys.
It's like fuck the record for the season. Try and get the 1 seed if you can, but make sure those boys are good.
Make sure you're playing your best basketball at the end of the year.
That's the best shot at repeating.
Health is paramount, and exactly the first half of the season.
Yeah, we don't have to care about these guys for a while.
Yeah, legit not fucking.
Do you guys watch the starting 5 at all? That Netflix show.
I watched the first episode.
No.
It was a lot about LeBron. They had obviously some JT stuff. I didn't really get too into it, but it looked like all right. Like they should have probably watched more.
I might tune. I put the first episode on. I was in and out, but it seems interesting enough.
Yeah.
I don't know how Sabonis made the cut, but
since we're on TV shows, I've been watching that Aaron Hernandez thing.
Hilarious.
It's been so bad that it's been hilarious.
That's what I've heard.
Absolutely hysterical.
Last night, sorry, go.
No, you go.
Last night's episode, they finally got into like him actually like murdering people, and now it's like not even good anymore. Like at least they had Belichick like going off to like AC/DC. They had like Gronk. I guess the whole Gronk story. Did you see the video with like the So that guy is one of Gronk's best friends from Buffalo, and whenever Gronk is in something, that guy's stunt double. So like before you reach out and you're like, why is this guy that guy? Like that's why.
Okay.
Yep.
See stunt double. Now they made him talk.
The laugh, he kind of nailed the laugh.
No, it's fucking hysterical. I was waiting to hear your take because I know you're like a big like documentary like sports guy, and I was like, I wonder if Nazz is able to like laugh at this, or if he's like, "Fuck, this is stupid." Like pissed off.
A little both.
Yeah, because like I'm geeking, laughing the whole time. I think it's absolutely hysterical.
Well, no, like just 1 second he'll be like catching passes, and then another second he'll just be getting like boners from like his fucking male like masseuse. I'm just
love it.
A lot of gay stuff.
And just it was Bill Belichick. Fucking Bon Jovi just jamming his fucking office, dude. I was in tears.
I gotta watch. I gotta tune in.
It is like I think you would enjoy it in terms of
think of all the scary fucking Bill Belichick, this evil empire fucking monster. Like they literally have him just like click on Bon Jovi, just like in himself, and like the secretary's outside, just like.
And the guy who plays Robert Kraft, the guy's literally not old. They just gave him a shitload of makeup and just put on like a white cap of a hair just to like make it's really bad.
Really pitching it in, huh?
Yeah, no, they like I watched because FX has some like what do they call it? Like Fearless. They have some like crazy shit. And they had one on Donald Sterling and the Clippers. Like the cast of those people, like JJ Redick and Chris Paul, they didn't even. It was so funny too. It was like that. It was like they didn't even look like them at all.
No, I saw that the guy who played Aaron Hernandez looks nothing like him.
Yeah, I mean...
No, from a look standpoint, it's one of the worst casted shows I've ever seen in my life.
Terrible.
He's actually a good actor. Like, the guy who plays Hernandez is actually a good actor, but, like, he doesn't look a thing like him.
Literally not slandering any of them or any of their careers. I'm saying they don't look like the people they portray. No. Like, none of them fucking look like the people they portray.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's son played Tim Tebow, which was good. They had, like, a scene where, like, he's trying to take Aaron Hernandez, like, under God in his wing, and...
I got a little segue into the MLB if we're heading there next.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
You're going to tune into the Sox Yankees little doc they got coming out on Netflix?
Never a second.
Beautiful.
Good time. I'm looking forward to it.
I've never seen 1 second of 4 Nights in October. I will not watch 1 second of that one.
4 Nights in October probably came out like 12 to 15 years ago. And now you have a newer version. Like they showed the preview and like Kurt Schilling looks like ass. Like these guys look a lot older now. And I think it will be more
nostalgic.
Like vintage. Like it'll be really cool in terms of all those guys coming in. And I think they had a couple. They at least had Joe Torre talking about it. I don't think they'd get Derek Jeter in there. I don't think he'd want to talk about it. But maybe a couple Yankees guys where it's not as bad anymore. It's still bad, but not as bad to where they can talk about it.
Well, as you guys are living in your past, I'm living in my now.
What's your now?
Way to do it.
Up to Cleveland Indians going into Cleveland.
It would be tied if they were called the Cleveland Indians.
Guardians, true. You're right.
Yeah. It would be tied. I think Indians might be up 2-0 if they were still called. It's bullshit, but go on.
Hey, it happens. Charlie Sheen can't run everything.
Yep.
But yeah, the Guardians, been a hell of a series. Aaron Judge just went deep. Don't let him heat up.
Tonight, right now?
No, he went deep last night.
Finally got a hit.
Moonshot. He had a few hits.
Yeah.
It was the first big one. Giancarlo's been red hot. Cole kind of sucked last night, but he was lights out in the original series. They thankfully avoided the Tigers, who scared the shit out of me. The bullpen they keep talking up for the Indians, and they haven't brought Class A in yet. It hasn't reached that point.
Yeah, that guy throws fucking smoke.
I know, but they've hit the other guys. Like the guy Judge took deep was like one of their like 4 horsemen they keep calling him, and he was one of them too.
Who are your starters after Rodon and Garrett Cole?
They pitched Schmidt.
Schmidt, okay.
And then I think they might be running it back.
Okay, I like Weaver. Weaver closer has been phenomenal.
He's been out lights out.
They put Clay Holmes finally in like a setup position. He's doing okay.
And he's been lights out since they put him there.
Yeah. How about Stroh? Is he getting any pull? Stroman?
He has not pitched yet.
He's kind of a bitch, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion. Sick. Sounds like someone who's golfing.
I mean, we've been golfing since August, but I'll take that on. I'll take it off the chest.
Yeah, whatever. Should. You have to.
If you're a baseball fan without a team to root for with these I'll call them 3 because the Yankees are going to probably sweep. I have no confidence in the Guardians even winning a damn game. Might as well just wrap it up now. Like, they might as well just call them 2. Like, it's so over. The Yankees are in the World Series.
No, it's all right there for them.
The Yankees are in the World Series.
It's going to be such
over.
a tight series that, like, you just don't even
You
get
think
it.
the Yankees going to go in that shit dump of a city in Cleveland and spit out on themselves?
I've seen Lonnie Chisenhall take David Price deep, so fucking
sick.
anything can happen
that
there,
was the
man.
shortest home run I've ever seen.
Anything can happen in Cleveland.
Is it 2-3-2 still, or is it 2?
It is 2-3-2, I believe.
Okay, so away
but
team
it's Luis
advantage.
Hill pitching Game 4.
Okay. And then on the other side, you got to be a Mets fan if you're like if you're not like a fan of any of these teams. I mean, rooting for the Dodgers, just rooting for David.
If it was Mets Padres, it would have been difficult.
Oh, it would have been
not.
electric. Yeah, now it's like not. The Mets will probably put up a little fight. I think Dodgers in 6, but we'd love to see a Subway Series.
I think
why you got Dodgers?
I think when you're saying the unbiased fans, I think the Guardians have more pull than we give them. We hate Cleveland a lot because of like our personal beef with it, but I feel like the rest of like the world doesn't feel as much hatred.
Oh, they like
the New York Mets are probably just as fucking hated worldwide. That like they're not the Yankees, but it's still New York.
I just think their 1-9 is a lot better than the Guardians in terms of teams that are left. I think the Mets actually have a really good lineup, and when they have their pitchers are on, they're on. It just depends.
Are they playing tonight?
Yeah, they're down 2-0 in the third inning. Tied at 1.
Well, just remember, Nazz picked the Phillies, so
I did, and I was wrong. Phillies choked. The Mets prevailed.
I don't love the only thing I don't love is the Mets mentality of like they already think that they made it far enough.
Yeah, that's what it is. That is what it is. Yeah,
that's such loser mentality.
Yeah.
What has me worried about the Guardians though is at home, they took Skubal grand slam.
Yeah, and Skubal, I didn't think he was going to be taken out.
You like the mentality that gives you, like they're not down 0-2, like they're just going home. Like they have like
they think they still got a shot here.
Yeah, there's no quit in that at all.
I'd say if they win Game 3,
Dodgers?
No. Oh, the Guardians.
Oh, the Guardians. Yeah. Oh no, you got to win Game 3. It's a must win.
Yeah, it's a must win.
Unless there's only been one team in American League Championship Series to go down 3-0 and really turn the table. Speaking
just
of
living in the past,
document. Oh, I'll live in all I want. We're up 4-1 since 04.
That was one of our proud moments. You got to give us that one.
Yeah, since 04. 04 was 20 years ago, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's the first time we were relevant once in sports.
You're 2 decades older.
Yeah, perfect. 4-1.
It's one of my favorite ships.
Can't wait.
We got a lot of them. That's one of my favorite.
Yeah, so all signs point, two most talented teams left.
I think Destiny's going to give us what we want in Mets
In
and
the
Yankees.
Mets, you think?
I think it is.
I would love to
like
see
it's
that.
very possible. The first two games were such washouts.
There's a commercial that I think has cursed one of the teams, and I don't think it's affected them yet. But it's Judge and Ohtani, and it's just like watch once in a generation, like twice or something. It says something like that. I don't like it.
You saying things are rigged?
No, I'm saying I'm too superstitious, and they have that like set up, like watch this,
Yeah.
and it's gonna derail one of them.
Do you think the Yankees can beat the Dodgers?
Yeah,
Are you concerned at all?
of course I'm concerned. You see that lineup?
I
But
don't.
that being said,
What's your take on these bullpen games? Because I'm not a big fan. I like the standard, starting picture going. I get Dodgers have had so many injuries where they probably have to do it,
No, some teams have to do it. It's weird when some teams just like do it.
and they win. Like says, like the teams win.
Oh yeah, well because it's the way bullpens are nowadays. Like the last night game 2, the Guardians took out their pitcher after like 2 1/3.
Yeah.
And they pitched 8 pitchers, and I think every one of those 8 threw like a fucking 100. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like not like it's like there wasn't one dude who like wasn't fucking sick.
I like the bullpen move. I don't know why you wouldn't do it if you got fucking beasts.
Yeah, I mean you have to have it, obviously.
I'm just saying, you put 7 guys in one game, chances are one's about to like bound to fuck it up.
Well, they were
That's
saying
my take on it.
they were saying part of it was Steven Vought's thing was like when it got to that manager for the Guardians, like he was like Soto, Judge, Stanton do not see the same pitcher twice.
That's fair.
He was like that was like part of the strategy. He was like they get a different pitcher every time they're up. Definitely.
I like that.
And I mean, fuck. I mean, that's not a bad strategy. Judge just kind of went deep, but
How are they batting them? Is it 1-2? Like, are they batting lead off and second, or is it second and third?
second and third, and they've been batting Austin Wells with Giancarlo after.
Or then the lead off is on second baseman, though, right?
Yes, it's been Glaber.
Yeah. He's good.
He's had a great playoff.
He's a player.
I've hated him many a time in his Yankee career, but he's been crushing it in the playoffs.
How about Giancarlo doing anything?
Giancarlo's been red hot.
Red hot? Yeah.
Giancarlo is second to Babe Ruth in home runs per at bat
Oh, wow.
in MLB postseason history.
Postseason history. The craziest is he's out now, but
Pretty good. It's good.
but Jose Altuve was is second all time in postseason grand slams or something like that to Manny.
Oh yeah,
Like the fact that he's 5'5".
no,
like, that's nuts.
Stan like single-handedly beat the Royals.
Oh yeah.
Like the first series, it was like Stanton. Like he had home runs, he had doubles, he had a stolen base.
Yeah, that's
Giancarlo Stanton,
in the show. His speed is 7.
and that's 7 too high.
Is that slow?
Oh, he has a bunch of hamstring
No,
problems.
he
Like
just
he
walks.
runs like
He
a
literally
fucking
just jogs. Yeah.
Like the reason he stole that base is because that is so fucking crazy.
Was it a wild
that
pitch?
No one on planet Earth considered that he would actually do it.
Yeah.
It's
He
the
had
guy
such
in-
a big league. He could just walk there.
Like the pitcher didn't look at Giancarlo Stanton. The catcher wasn't like, shit, I gotta throw.
It's the guy
for
in your
Giancarlo.
slow pitch lineup who only hits home runs who can't really run past first.
Yes,
Like, that's
the
literally
guy
it.
who gets the fucking pinch runner in a slow pitch softball game. It was him, but he decided to just kind of like go to second.
Hey, Rags.
Hey, Rags.
I don't want to talk. Softball's still a sore
Subject.
Yeah, still a
Anything
sore
else?
subject.
Any crypto? You got the STK hat on. That's
Yeah,
good
just
stuff.
got this on.
Who'd you steal that from, Pat?
Pat Dunn gave it
Yeah,
to me.
Pat Dunn. There you go.
I asked for it. I
Okay,
didn't steal
good.
it. He was like, "You can have it." Crypto talk. We're knocking on the door
Yeah.
for Bitcoin and big things. Big things coming. Elections coming.
How's Anton? I haven't seen Anton.
Anton's good. I've seen him. He's just got a new job, so we're definitely not getting him in here.
Oh wow.
His shifts are not going to allow it.
Who's he sucking on now?
He went back home.
Oh, there we go. He's
back
coming home. Should we make a video for him?
What?
Just I don't know. He's coming home. Like one of the like Ultron thing. Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessary, but we'll get him in here when the vodka comes in.
I'm sure.
When the vodka shipment comes in, I mean, it's been about 2 months. We've been waiting. So
Do you think he just dumps gallons of milk on his head for the thrill, like when no one's around?
I don't think he's dumped
No.
a gallon in a while. But
No.
hopefully
I don't
we
think
can-
that's out of the question.
Hopefully we can get him to make a bet soon.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Any shows? Any movies? Anyone see The Joker yet? Is it as bad as advertised?
I heard
Didn't
it was
see.
bad.
Didn't see.
I've been watching. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. The Penguin, really good.
Oh yeah,
Phenomenal.
Penguin's great.
They just
Penguin.
they just had like a episode on the woman in it. Like,
Oh yeah, I watched.
it's great.
Excellent stuff.
And
You're
I'm not-
watching Steele.
Not yet. Catching up this week.
And I'm not like I don't
No
really
spoilers.
know much about DC, so like I don't know that side of it. I'm just kind of taking it as like a Sopranos show.
Oh yeah, I don't even think you need to know about fucking Batman to watch this.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it
been great.
really is just a mafia show.
It's been great. It's like
So far.
every week.
Bad Monkey ended well, strong finish. They wrapped it up and looking for a season 2.
I was gonna say season 2.
I think so.
I need to tune in. I haven't watched it.
Literally
I love that.
shockingly fucking good show. I would have put the expectations on that at
Low.
very low. Like hoping for a couple chuckles. Very good show.
I'm
Love
trying
to see it.
I feel like shows are hard to come by nowadays. Like the fact I'm still watching this Hernandez show and it's like 5 weeks now is nuts because it's
Outer
just
Banks.
so bad.
I
New,
feel-
new
Oh, yeah.
Outer Banks season was
Yeah.
very good.
I feel like there's a lot more out there. It's harder to find though.
Yeah, because people are just buying.
There's
fucking
just
things.
so
Yeah.
many fucking things. Like I think each like first of each month, Netflix has like
Yeah.
35 new seasons of a TV show.
Like Bad Monkey, I guarantee most people don't even know about or will ever watch.
Well, that's what
Apple
I'm saying.
TV,
That's
like-
what I'm saying. You just gotta like find the fucking.
You also have to have all the fucking apps.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
too.
correct.
Which will drive you to be poor very quick. I mean, it's probably $100 to be running them all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even the Fubo I got's like close to $100 a month. Crazy. I mean, I guess it is.
We're getting bent over.
You just have like cable, but
We're getting
Yeah, I
bent
mean,
over out here.
cable's not cheap either.
so I think that's a better alternative. Episode 173. I actually want to give a big shout out to the offices of Patrick J. Foley, located at 265 Willard Street, Quincy, Massachusetts. I mean, the fall, getting to the winter season's here. You want to get a nice house. You need some law, work towards it. Pat's your guy. Always looking, to get an edge on the game. Right?
Always.
Yeah. Anything you want to add there?
I don't think so.
Good legal advice. Solid. Maybe we should just come up with an ad read one time so I just don't
Yeah.
say it all the time.
Yeah,
But yeah, maybe we will. Maybe Magic will get his lungs ready for
Get
that.
the books, yeah.
I can do that for Pat.
All right, episode 173 in the books. Drake Maye. We'll see.
Dud.
Stay tuned. Fried turkey, possibly.